Hey guys, make sure to stay until the end. We want to share one good advice with you. That way you do not end up being stuck in the middle of nowhere and you don't end up spending thousands of dollars in future repairs. Hey guys, welcome back to Free Car Repair. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Ford Edge, that generation here from year 2010 to year 2014. If you guys have a problem where your heater doesn't work, in this video today we'll explain what can easily cause that. It could be simple fix, but if you don't fix one thing on time, you can destroy your engine. We'll explain why. Make sure to stay until the end. We'll cover why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays, why it's always where you can buy cheap parts, tools at a good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste money and time. All that will be covered absolutely for your convenience. Make sure to stay until the end. Before we start, guys, let us tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, guys, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart on our YouTube channels. We show you how to fix transmissions, engine codes. This channel specifically will be for fuses, guys. And we have more than 14,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Now, if you need help with anything, if you're in the middle of nowhere, guys, and you need to find, let's say, the fuse on that Ford Edge for a fuel pump, for anti-theft system, alarm system, ignition codes, fuel injectors, anything like that, all you have to do, find the video on our channel, watch it in less than a minute or two, you're back on the road, guys. So that's why we make these videos, to save you as much money and time as we can. So guys, if the heater does not work on Ford Edge, what can cause that? Multiple things, but the first thing that you want to check, guys, okay, is your climate control fuses. Always check this, because it could be simple fix, and we'll explain what else can cause it. If you own a Ford Edge, that generation here, most people do not know about all the hidden fuse boxes in it. We'll recommend to check out the video on our YouTube channel about fuse box location on Ford Edge. So for the climate control fuses, what we need to do first, we need to open the driver door. Come here under the dash on the driver's side. You see that's your right here footwell compartment, parking brake paddle, hood open lever. Behind it on the left side you have a cover. Remove it, and underneath you're going to find a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. So let me explain why it's super important, guys, to test fuses. Fuses, not often you can see if they're burnt or they're good. Sometimes they may seem perfectly fine, you think it's a good fuse, you put it back in, and you end up spending money and time on parts and problems that do not exist, guys, when all you had to do, test your fuse, find out it's bad, replace it, fix your problem. So we will have a video how to test a fuse, okay, different kinds of fuses, and how to test relays, guys. We're going to put the link in the description of the video below, specifically to that video. Please check it out. So guys, which fuses we need to check here? Please make sure to stay until the end. We want to share one good advice with you, that way you do not end up being stuck in the middle of nowhere like it happened to us. Here we need to check, guys, fuse number 37 first. Fuse number 37 will be this fuse right here, and then you need to check fuse number 46, which is this 10M fuse right there. Next, you need to open the hood facing the engine. On the driver's side here, you see that's your car battery. Next to it you have a fuse box. Press these two tabs, open the cover. You're going to find a fuse box with a layout like this one. Let's zoom in a little bit. Here, guys, you will need to check multiple fuses. We are talking about fuse number 18. This fuse here. Then you need to check relay 34, that one here. Fuse 62, that's 65, 64, 63, 62 right here, that fuse. Then check fuse number 70, guys, that's the 10M fuse right there. You need to check fuse number 75 right here, and relay 98. Now, guys, multiple things can cause the heater not to work. Make sure to stay until the end. It could be one thing that's actually not directly related. We'll talk about that. But if you notice that your heater starts getting weak or it doesn't work when you drive on the highway at higher speed, guys, not in town where it's stop and go, but on open roads, that could be a sign that your thermostat is stuck open. The thermostat is a device that regulates the engine temperature. From there, the coolant temperature, and as a result, guys, the heater is controlled by how hot the coolant is. If the coolant is cold in the engine, the heater will not work. So thermostat might be stuck open. If you want to know the symptoms of thermostat stuck open, we have videos on our channels that will teach you all about that and how to recognize one. Another thing, make sure you have enough coolant. Now, never check the coolant level when the engine is hot. Let it sit overnight. Next morning, before you start the SUV, check the coolant level. If you open it hot, it can spray and severely burn you. But low coolant level can cause that as well. Another thing, it could be problems with water pump not circulating enough. It could be clogged up heater core. This is the little bitty radiator behind the dash where the coolant goes through to release the heat. If it's clogged up, it's not going to release that heat in the cabin. As a result, if you want to see how to know if a heater core is clogged up, plugged up, we have videos on our channels that would explain about that as well. But guys, if you had something such as thermostat replacement, radiator replacement, radiator hose, anything that involved draining the coolant, and you didn't, when you added coolant, you didn't bleed the cooling system, you may end up having an air pocket in the engine or the heater core, and as a result that air pocket will prevent the heater from working, but also it can cause your engine to overheat and you can destroy your engine, guys, if not fixed on time. In other times, in some cases it could be symptoms even of a blown head gasket, because little bitty bubbles of air will be released in the cooling system and they will go to the heater core and coolant will not be able to go. But sometimes heater will work perfectly fine, but it will blow cold air. Everything will be fine, you tested everything, everything's good. What do you have, guys? Let's open the interior picture here. I want to show you guys something specifically. Some Ford Edges will have single or dual climate control. That means you can adjust the temperature on the driver and the passenger side if it's a dual climate control. If it's a single climate control, you adjust it, okay, only on one or both sides together. You will have these devices. For dual climate control you have two, for single climate control you have one. This is known as a blend door actuator. It has plastic gears and a motor. Usually they crack, wear out, or the motor burns, and as a result, that thing, guys, attaches to a flap that regulates the temperature in the cabin. And if it's stuck in cold position, your heater will blow cold air, even though it works perfectly fine. If you want to know what are the symptoms of bad blend door actuator, we have videos on the channel that will teach you all about that. But those are the most common things we see here at the garage. So guys, this generation Ford Edge has all kind of different fuses and relays. Fuses and relays that could be really hard to find, especially if you live in a small town, if you're in the middle of nowhere. One time we needed a replacement fuse, we couldn't get one, and as a result we were stuck there for a few days until shipment came. So we'll recommend to keep some of those spare ones in the glove box for a peace of mind, so that thing doesn't happen with you. We'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get it from. Hopefully the video will be helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.